Rangers may have just received a major boost in their pursuit of one of Scandinavia's brightest young talents. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Silas Anderson has emerged as a serious target for the Ibrox side this summer, and now BK Häcken's sporting director has delivered what many supporters will see as the clearest indication, yes, that a deal could be possible. The 21-year-old Denmark under-21 international has been one of the standout performers in the Allsvenskan over the last year, attracting attention from clubs across Europe with his blend of defensive discipline, technical quality, and ability to influence games in the final third. A defensive midfielder by trade, Anderson possesses the vision to unlock defenses while also contributing goals from midfield. Exactly the type of profile Rangers are believed to be looking for as they reshape the squad under Danny Röhl. With Andrew Kavanagh already stressing the importance of a huge summer rebuild, Rangers are expected to be aggressive in the transfer market as they attempt to close the gap at the top of Scottish football. Anderson appears to be firmly on their radar, and the latest comments coming out of Sweden have only intensified speculation. Speaking about the future of his prized asset, Häcken's sporting director Erik Friberg admitted that Anderson's departure cannot be ruled out. He said, "We will sell someone. We will. I can't promise that Silas will stay. Nothing is clear yet. We'll see where it goes." Those comments will undoubtedly catch the attention of Rangers supporters, particularly with both Celtic and Sporting Lisbon also credited with interest in the midfielder. Friberg's admission effectively opens the door to negotiations and could be viewed as a significant encouragement for Rangers' recruitment team. Any move won't come cheap. Reports suggest Häcken could demand around £5.9 million for Anderson, which would represent a substantial investment. However, many within the game believe the midfielder is destined for the very top, making that fee look far more reasonable if he continues on his current trajectory. Having already gained experience with FC Utrecht before flourishing in Sweden, Anderson has shown he can adapt to different environments. Now, less than 2 years after arriving at Häcken, another major step in his career could be on the horizon. Rangers have already secured the signing of Lawrence Shankland, but the transfer business may be far from over. Following these latest comments from Häcken's hierarchy, Silas Anderson could be the next name to dominate headlines as Rangers continue their summer rebuild. Could this be the breakthrough Rangers have been waiting for? With Häcken openly admitting Anderson's future is uncertain and competition beginning to intensify, the race for one of Denmark's most exciting young midfielders is heating up. The question now is whether Rangers are prepared to meet the asking price and beat their rivals to what could be one of the statement signings of the summer. Before we get into our next story, if you are enjoying today's video and you would like to see more and stay updated with the latest Rangers news, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Thank you, let's get back into the video. Just when it looked like Yousef Chermiti had become one of the untouchables in Danny Röhl's Rangers project, a shock transfer twist has emerged from Turkey. According to reports, Turkish giants Besiktas are preparing to open negotiations with Rangers over a move for the 22-year-old striker. However, it's the proposed structure of the deal that is likely to raise eyebrows among the Ibrox faithful. Rather than testing Rangers' resolve with a permanent offer, Besiktas are reportedly hoping to land Chermiti on loan, allowing them to assess whether he fits their system before committing to a long-term transfer. The Super League side are actively strengthening their squad as they look to mount a serious title challenge next season, and they've identified the Rangers forward as their preferred option to bolster their attack alongside Hyung-Woo Oh. It's easy to see why Chermiti has caught their attention. The Portuguese striker possesses the physical attributes that many clubs across Europe crave. His strength, aerial ability, and raw potential have reportedly impressed the Besiktas hierarchy, who believe he perfectly fits the profile they're looking for. But from a Rangers perspective, this is where the story takes a dramatic turn. A loan move simply makes little sense for the Glasgow Giants. Only months ago, questions were being asked about whether Chermiti could justify the significant investment Rangers made when they brought him to Ibrox from Everton. Fast forward to now, and the striker has completely transformed the narrative surrounding his future. His end-of-season form was nothing short of sensational. 2 hat-tricks, including a spectacular volley against Falkirk, showcased a player growing in confidence and beginning to fulfill the enormous potential that convinced Rangers to spend £8 million on him in the first place. More importantly, Rangers aren't dealing with a player who has reached his ceiling. They're dealing with a 22-year-old whose value appears to be rising with every passing month. That's why the latest reports feel so surprising. Allowing Chermiti to leave on loan would mean Rangers absorbing all the risk and investment, while another club benefits from his continued development. For a player who has finally found momentum and established himself as a genuine attacking weapon, it would be a puzzling decision at a time when Danny Röhl is looking to build a squad capable of returning Rangers to the top. And there's another key detail that shouldn't be ignored. Rangers reportedly rejected a staggering £13 million bid from Fenerbahce during the January transfer window, less than 6 months after signing Chermiti. That decision alone highlights just how highly the club rate the striker and how confident they are in his long-term value, which makes Besiktas' proposed loan formula feel even more unrealistic. Rangers invested heavily in a project. That project is now beginning to deliver results. With Chermiti's stock rising rapidly and his best years still ahead of him, it would take something extraordinary to convince Rangers to sanction any kind of exit this summer. For now, this is definitely a situation Rangers fans will want to keep a very close eye on. Whether Besiktas' interest develops into a serious pursuit remains to be seen. But one thing is clear, Rangers hold all the cards in this situation. After investing heavily in Yousef Chermiti and finally seeing the striker explode into life at Ibrox, there is little reason for the club to entertain a loan proposal that offers minimal benefit. With his value climbing, his performances improving, and Danny Röhl building for the future, Chermiti looks far more likely to be a key part of Rangers' plans than a player heading for the exit door. Unless Besiktas return with an offer too good to ignore, this is a transfer saga that could be over before it truly begins.